Quora Questions. As a teacher, what is the most inappropriate thing a student has done for a good grade? Well, I didn't see this in person, but it happened in a town I graduated college. There was an exam where the professor had said, "You are allowed to use anything that you can carry in one trip into the room." For most students, this means that they showed up with a bag full of books, notes, post-its, and with whatever information they had once scrabbled up, in the assumption they would succeed in finding every bit of information they needed out of that entire pile of paper within the time they had to finish the exam. One guy apparently learned to think outside of the box. He walked in carrying a friend of his on his back. The friend had graduated 2 years earlier and was earning the big bucks on the field. Basically, he knew more about the material than anyone in there and could answer all the questions in a matter of minutes. The reason they weren't out of that room in said matter of minutes is because defending the exam was done in an order that didn't exactly favor them. Edit, to make clear what I meant by defending the exam, this may be a bad translation from the Dutch phrase. This type of exam is usually done in 2 steps. 1, you are given the exam questions and get to answer them on paper. Some or all won't have to be answered on paper, but you get to prepare yourself on paper. Those who are not marked as defendable must be answered completely on the paper, either at a set moment or when you're done with your preparation, you get to defend it, as in sitting in front of the professor and orally defend your answers. Now I can see why the student would naturally think that getting a professional in the field would be a great idea for this, but as one of those professionals, thinking back to my college years, this actually isn't as great of an idea as you might think. Oftentimes, professionals in the field have knowledge that people who in school simply don't, including the professors themselves who are making the tests. And that means that the answers to the test questions that a professional will give are not the answers that a student would give or even a teacher would give. Now, depending on the field, this knowledge mismatch could be significantly worse or better, and this would probably be why he had to spend so much time defending the answers. The person helping him with the test would know the process and all the right answers from the perspective of having actually used this field, but simply having used this field in real life doesn't mean that they're going to be correct for a test for a class. So this illustrates that sometimes you can definitely be too smart for your own good. Follow for more Quora Questions.